Hey, Serene and Simple Life peeps, how are y'all doing today? I am so excited. I have been waiting for this day for, let's just say, a long time. Or imagining this day. You know, it was over probably close to 3 years ago that I started looking for land in Tennessee. And I went on 2 power trips at 2 different times, one time in the fall and then again in the spring. And my finances were just not there to be able to pay cash for a piece of land. And I looked in so many different areas, and those of you who've been watching me a long time, you know that I really went into some very remote areas, and nothing was clicking and nothing was feeling right. So lo and behold, for those of you who are new maybe or need a little catch up, I found a tiny home community in Georgia where I had a park model tiny home built by the Mennonites, and it was beautiful and I loved it and I loved everything about the home. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to have them rebuild, only to come to find after I bought this land that they don't permit park models as your permanent home here. It can be a secondary home, but not a permanent. So I weighed out mobile homes and I weighed out stick builts and the prices, and I did a whole video on that, the 3,000-mile journey. And I found this beautiful, beautiful piece. God brought me to this. I call it my slice of heaven. I haven't named the micro home yet, but there's squirrels running around, there's birds, I've seen butterflies. I'm just in awe. I'm so humbled and grateful, and I just thank you all for being here on the journey. I sold my tiny home and got out from under the lease lot. People were like, why did you sell? You just got there, this, that, and the next thing. Well, you know, when you buy a home, and sometimes you're blessed with some profit when you sell too, which I was, though I had a lot of expense too. So I don't feel like I sold it for too much. If anything, maybe if I'd have held out, I would have gotten a little bit more for it, but that's okay, because it's all in God's timing and His plan. Now, I mentioned to you that I found a company literally in passing to build the exterior and the walls of my micro home. And they contract out a concrete person. The company's been with them for a while, and that's going to be the first step here. Today they are coming. I think they're bringing dirt. I hear that I need maybe a couple truckloads because of the elevation of the home to the septic. I have a septic and I have city water. So those of you who've been asking, please, 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 when you ask, please watch the entire video, because I really do slide in a lot of good information about what my property's about. And I know some of you post comments before you're done watching too. So, but thank you. Thank you for watching videos in their entirety. I know they get long sometimes, and sometimes probably very boring to you. But then I slip in a little gem, and maybe it'll be a helpful tip or nugget for you. So they need to bring in the dirt especially in the back. The home is going to sit higher in the back. You know, it's going to have some grade in the back, and then I'll have to bring in more dirt for landscaping. So it truly is living in the moment, one day at a time. I can't afford the whole shebang at one run here, but I'm continuing to work and save money, and all your financial gifts, whether they be, I mean, they're all big to me, whether they be 25 cents or whether they be $20. They're all very, very helpful in this journey that I'm on, staying out of debt and trying to manage this all. I've done videos on why I'm doing this. I love this land, and I spent over 20 hours cleaning it. I'm still finding I'm picking up little bags of this, that, and the next thing, little pieces of glass, or I find foam, or I find a bit of a plastic bag, and I continue to pick up around here. And I also have a spot where I'm going to be able to rent out either weekly or monthly to friends. I'm not going to just rent it out to anybody. I will need to do a little FaceTime with you, and if you want to come and visit, and we can do some fun things together. There's a lot of cool stuff around here to do. And but you have to email me, Linda@sayitdisplayit. So that's it, guys. Today is going to be the footers, as far as I know, bringing in dirt. I talked to the guy yesterday. He told me to call him about the time frame. They're running late today. They should be here in the next hour or so. It's about 9 a.m. It's going to be a full day today, and he doesn't know what tomorrow brings. So with each step, I will be showing you the progress until we're into the finishing stages. And that could happen in a month, 2 months, or maybe in the spring when I get back from Arizona. Only God knows. So thanks again for being here. And when the guys get here, we'll be showing you the action, and then I'll come back at you with a little wrap up. Alrighty, talk to you soon. Here, guys, what felt like forever now seems like, where did the time go? We've got the 3 shovels. It looks like a tape measure. I told them I'm not going to be in their way, but this is like a Mr. Rogers show to me. So excited. That's where the home's going to go, right there. Lots of stuff going on in here. Wow. Building the footers. Looks like a big old toolbox. I told them they could use the picnic table. I'm so excited. They said they'll be here till about 3, and it's 10 a.m. now. But I have to leave for work before that, or before they finish today. Doing some measurements here and getting all set up. The other day when we met, they marked the top of the slab. I think that was a plumber marking. Is the elevation of the home and where the pipe is here to the septic. Yes, it's broken, not a big deal. And yep, I showed you before, these flags is where the septic is. All right, sitting here at my picnic table, they are forming the layout here beyond the home. Very cool. Of course, it'll extend beyond the home, which I didn't know a second ago. I'm going to try not to ask too many questions and just learn as we go here. Fun times. Actually, the stakes are going beyond the home, but that's not where the pour is going to be. Silly me. We are definitely going to be figuring things out and learning together. I'm sure some of you already know how this all goes. All shaping up here, guys. Whatever it is they're doing. Wow. Guess it's going to sit pretty high, but then it'll be, of course, higher in the back. And I shouldn't speak too much because then I just insert my dumbness. So we'll just keep watching. The guy back there just told me he's been doing this for about 30 years. And they did work in the heat of the summer. Oh my gosh. I told them when I started that I got a quote from somebody with a saying that said, "In a world full of shortages, be kind to the people that show up." Amen. I've been doing it 30 years.
put you some points on it.
Cool.
And make you a steak on it.
Doing now is the laser's in the distance there, and he's measuring where the concrete grade is. Cool beans. Getting their measurements down.
20 by 26. 23 by 20.
Be a 26 by 20 with the porch. Well, 26 length, 20 width. I guess we should say it the other way around, right? 20 by 26. I can't remember. You say width first, right? Yep.
That's on the thing. That's on the state. Oh, you gotta go for one mile. Yeah, the cross. Yeah.
Squaring it up now. They had like 29 and a half and 29, and they're tweaking it, and I'm just loving it.
Square it up.
Whatever it is they're doing, squaring it up. Different perspective here. I just went on a water ice run. Come back, and they tell me this is the form now. Yikes, we're talking micro home, guys. See where the orange pegs are? And here's the boards. Yep. A perfect square here, 20 by 20. Doing the form now. Cool. Working. Close and personal here. Serious. And they've been like flinging this. And just to make sure that it's level, tight, something. Cool. This is about 3.5 hours in. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of boards. The guy just told me that if these boards weren't so high, they wouldn't have to do these kickoffs like this. But because of the amount of weight, I guess with the concrete, so they have to do 2 more sides just like this. That's a lot of work. And speaking of work, I'm going to be heading off to work here in a few. And when I come back in the morning, hopefully they'll be bringing in the dirt and finishing up here. And wait for the plumber to come in. Keep watching, and I'll show you the remaining of the building for the concrete pour. Okay, awesome. It's in the AM now. It's a little after 8:30. Looks like there's somebody here. I can't wait to see what they've done. Since the cat's away, the mice might play, right? They made it. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's going to be a lot of the same today. And sand here. I'm going to build the other sides. They're going to do a 2x4 piece up front here, and then the porch goes up. I'm actually standing inside the house, guys. So a lot of the same today. Do a little wrap up here a little bit later. It's just gorgeous back there, isn't it? You know what, guys, so I don't make this too long, I want to try to keep these 20-25 minutes. I know ideally 15 would be great, but they are bringing in dirt today, hopefully, and then they will smooth it out, which I'm going to show you in the next video. Today is just more forming. I'm really excited. Looking forward to the dirt, and then the plumber. They get the dirt from a big dirt pile when they do sidewalks and such. It's a big dirt pit, if you've ever seen those. You know, things we don't pay attention to, things we take for granted. Oh my gosh, it's just a beautiful day here in the woods, and I'm just gonna hang out. It's a day off. I have to work tomorrow. And again, in the next video, I think I'll be doing these Fridays and Sundays. I'm not sure, maybe just Sundays. I haven't quite decided. But depending upon the viewership and how it's going, you know, whether I'll do 2 or just 1 a week. And plumber next, and then pouring the concrete. So hope you'll continue to watch. Please subscribe, click the bell, give this one a thumbs up. I hope you learned something today. Put in the comments, what did you learn? What did you find most enjoyable in watching these guys just work really, really hard and getting her done? In a world full of shortages, be kind to those who show up. Blessings in your day and joy in all of your projects and joy in your journey. Love you guys. My thing, they got their generator and they got more wood. Just came in. Still waiting on the dirt.